Imagine this. One modern U.S. Army brigade surrounded by the 5 greatest armies in history, outnumbered 1,000 to 1, and there is no escape.
The ground is dry, cracked, lifeless. Heat waves distort the air. But then you notice something wrong. The horizon is moving. Not wind, not dust, people. Millions of them. An endless wall of soldiers stretching farther than the eye can see. Roman standards rise above the crowd. Mongol riders move like a living ocean. Napoleon's infantry stands in perfect formation, and behind them, World War II tanks, engines growling, steel monsters from another era. At the center of all this, a U.S. Army mechanized brigade, 4,500 soldiers. They had one day, just 24 hours, to turn empty land into a fortress. Minefields buried beneath the soil, razor wire stretching for kilometers, entrenched armor positions. Every soldier knows the truth. They are not here to win easily. They are here to survive the impossible.
Technology gives them vision. Drones scan the battlefield. Satellites track movement. They see everything. But there's something they cannot fix. Every bullet fired is one they will never get back. Every missile launched brings them closer to running out. And the enemy is endless. The command center is silent. Screens glow in the dark. Targets locked. Distances calculated. Then one word: fire. HIMARS systems ignite. The ground shakes violently. Rockets scream into the sky. Seconds later, the horizon explodes. Not one explosion, hundreds, thousands. Entire sections of the battlefield vanish under fire. Roman formations collapse instantly. Shields shattered, bodies thrown into the air. The famous testudo completely useless. The Mongols react faster. They try to scatter, but panic spreads through the horses. Explosions, noise, fire. Animals lose control. They crash into each other, throw riders to the ground. What was once the fastest army in history turns into chaos within minutes. 200,000 are gone, and they never even saw the enemy. Then the sound change. A low mechanical roar. Apaches, they move like hunters, fast, precise, silent until it's too late. From above, everything looks different. Enemy formations are just targets, heat signatures glowing on screens. Napoleon's soldiers aim their muskets. They fire. Smoke fills the air, but the Apaches are kilometers away, untouchable. The Apache cannon opens fire. 30-millimeter rounds tear through lines of infantry. One burst, dozens gone. Hellfire missiles launch, tracking, locking, impact. German tanks explode one by one, armor ripped apart like paper. But then a problem appears. Missiles low, ammo low, fuel critical. And one by one, the helicopters pull back, leaving silence behind. At first, the enemy hesitates. Then they understand the fire stopped. They can run out, and that changes everything. Fear turns into momentum. They start moving again, faster, stepping over bodies, climbing over piles of the dead. There is no retreat, only forward. Napoleon adapts, he always does. His artillery moves into position. Cannons fire, not accurate, but enough. Some shots land, explosions hit defensive lines, sensors destroyed, communication disrupted. Then comes the real threat, German armor, Tiger tanks advancing slowly, disciplined, coordinated. This is no longer ancient warfare, this is industrial war. Abrams tanks respond, engines roar, they emerge from defensive cover. Thermal sights activate, they don't see shapes, they see heat. Targets glow like beacons. First shot hit, second shot, another tank gone. Distance doesn't matter, visibility doesn't matter. Technology decides everything. But numbers still matter, and there are too many targets. Hours turn into exhaustion. Soldiers reload automatically, not thinking, just surviving. Machine guns overheat, metal glowing. Barrels replaced mid-fight, hands burned through gloves. Ammo drops dangerously low.
Command changes orders, fire only when necessary. That's when everything changes. The constant wall of fire disappears, and the enemy finally gets close.
Night falls. The battlefield goes dark. For ancient armies, this means rest. For modern soldiers, this is advantage. Night vision flips on. The world turns green. Every heat source visible. Every movement tracked. Special forces move out. Silent, precise, deadly. Enemies drop without warning. No sound, no flash, just gone. Panic spreads like fire. They are not human. They see everything. Command collapses. Officers eliminated from distance. No orders, no structure, only fear.
Day 3. Everything is running out. Ammo almost gone. Minimal fuel. The enemy gathers everything left. One final push. Millions reduced to one last massive force. They charge together. The commander knows this is the end unless he uses it. A tactical nuclear strike. The last option. Coordinates set. Silence. Then launch. A flash brighter than the sun. Everything stops. Then nothing survives. The battlefield is empty, burned, silent. The U.S. brigade stands barely victory at the edge of collapse.